the syllables that define the divine. Yes, this is a very interesting aspect that we are going to look at. So there are syllables also pointing towards the Lord, and we are going to understand the definition of that. Keep on asking that to yourself, not necessarily to others, to just yourself. Who am I? Who could I be? Can I be different? Yeah, that will be a growth trajectory for us to look into. This is reminding us of the truth that the truth is not static, and it keeps unfolding. The awareness keeps growing. So the divine is not an object to be owned, but a mystery to be explored. Point: accept mystery. So not everything needs an explanation, yet that which rests in awareness. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Jai Shri Ram, Om Shri Matre Namaha. Welcome back to the Glaze Studios oil painting vlog number 75 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. This is a painting that follows the principle of calligram or micrography to paint the 1000 names of Sri Vishnu. As the painting is coming along, I am also trying to understand the deeper meanings lying underneath these names with the help of scriptures from Sanatana Dharma. Whatever I am learning as an amateur, I am sharing with you via these weekly vlogs. Each vlog typically comprises of 10 names and the meanings, and then we take a tangential perspective into scriptures from Sanatana Dharma to just understand deeply few of those names. Though I cover 10 names at a time in each of the vlogs, I constantly keep referring back and forth to the previous vlogs simply because of the interconnectivity of the names, and that's why I also insist that it will be a good exercise to take a look at the previous vlogs and come back so that you're able to appreciate the deeper meanings, find conflicting nature of the meanings, and also understand why they are the way they are. This has helped me a lot in the personal growth and also in professional growth, and I am confident that it will do some benefit also for you. So with that, let's look at the plan for today. So today's 10 names will be starting with the 731st name, and we move on up to 740. Then we look at the syllables that define the divine. The syllables that define the divine. Yes, this is a very interesting aspect that we are going to look at. So without much ado, let's go into the names and the meanings first. So starting with 731st name, Om Yasmai Namaha. Yasmai or Yat. Yat means that which. Yeah. Yat also refers to self-subsisting entity. Yeah. Or another perspective is one who is by nature existent. Let's look at the 732nd name, Om Tasmai Namaha. That. Yeah. Tat refers to that, or the meaning is Brahma is so called because he expands. So there are perspectives coming with syllables. And if I have to go back to the 74th vlog, we also ended with a couple of syllables in the 10 names there, and we are going to connect these syllables together to understand deeply in a short while from now. So I'm going to move on to the 733rd name, Om Padamanuttamaya Namaha. Padam refers to word, and Anuttamaya refers to the greatest. Let's understand this. Also, there is another perspective here. Brahman is the Pada. Brahma is not to be confused with Brahman. Yeah. So the Brahman or the consciousness is the Pada itself, or the status. Yeah. And it's called so because he is the goal of all moksha seekers. That is also a perspective. It is the Anuttama, because it is that beyond which there is nothing else to be attained. So he is the highest goal in a way. That is coming from the name. The 734th name is Om Lokabandhave Namaha. Bandhu could be used, a name that is used to refer to friends. Let's look at this. Loka could refer to world, but it is also referring here to the planes, different planes, and the beings related to the different planes and the beings. One who is the friend of the world. Lokam can point to the world as we know it, or the different planes, different lokas as well can be referred to using this word. And Loka Bandhave refers to the friend of the world or the worlds. Yeah. 735th name is Om Loka Nathaya Namaha. Lokam, now we know, can be world. Now the meaning of Lokanathaya is the way and the protector of the worlds. Yeah, he is the way and he is also the protector of the worlds. There is another meaning, one to whom all the worlds pray. 736 Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. This is referring to the one who is the husband of Lakshmi Devi, or one who was born in the clan of Madhu. So there are two perspectives to it. Let's move on to 737. I'm moving quickly on to certain names because we have touched in depth with these names before as well. In the previous vlogs. 737 is Om Bhakta Vatsalaya Namaha. One who has the affection over his own devotees. Yeah. Bhakta points to the devotees. Bhakta Vatsalaya. One who has the affection over his own devotees, or one who has got love for his devotees. 738 points to the name Om Swarna Varnaya Namaha. Swarna Varnaya Namaha. Swarna is golden. Varna could point to color. So, yeah, literally the meaning could be colored, the one who is colored golden, or one who is syllabled by good sounds, or one who has the color of gold. Yeah, so syllables also are being pointed to. So the syllables of good sounds can also be referred to as Swarna Varna. Yeah. 739 is Om Hemangaya Namaha. Angam refers to the body. Hemangaya Namaha refers to the body of a golden color, or one whose form is like that of the gold. We did go deeper into forms and formlessness and manifest and unmanifest in our previous vlog. So we will move on to 740 now. Om Varangaya Namaha means having a body with the fitness of limbs, or he who has the parts of whose form are brilliant. He has the parts whose form are brilliant. It's a little complicated. Looks like there is description of a body part here, but to be understood in the right way, every single form that he takes and every single cell of his body is of brilliance, and that is to be equated to superconsciousness, supreme consciousness. With that, we come to the end of these 10 names. We are going to jump into the syllables that define the divine. So, from the previous vlog number 74, we looked at a couple of syllables there as well. That was Ka and Kim, referring to who and what. Here, we started this vlog with yat and tat, referring to that which and that. Yeah. So there are syllables also pointing towards the Lord, and we are going to understand the definition of that. Yeah. So starting with the first word or the syllable, ka, who. Ka literally means who. The modern reflection will be in an age of identity crisis, gender, profession, nationality, digital avatars that we have. Who am I? Who am I has become the central question of our lives. By naming the Lord as Ka, the scriptures say that the divine is not the answer. You will have to keep asking. So the moment we think we have fully defined God or defined ourselves, we are actually limiting both. Yeah. So we have also very different propensities in us to define ourselves, redefine ourselves anytime that we want. And the same goes for the Lord that we pray to as well. Yeah. So that's the whole point we need to understand from the syllable ka, who. So keep on asking that to yourself, not necessarily to others, to just yourself. Who am I? Who could I be? Can I be different? Yeah, that will be a growth trajectory for us to look into. Who? Yeah. Kim, the next question. Kim, what? Kim means what? Yeah. So this, let's look at the current world scenario. Science asks the question, what is consciousness? Technology asks us the question, what is intelligence? Society asks, what is success? So this what question, yeah, is a very important question in our lives. Yeah. Kim, or what, reminds us that the truth is not static. Again, linking to the previous ka, yeah, it's not static. It keeps unfolding as our awareness grows. So we understand certain things on technology. When we understood, okay, there's something called a mobile telephone. We can carry it along. We don't need to have a physical phone inside our home or offices. Then that was, that was defining a new what. Yeah, what is that? Yeah. So portability came along, and along with it the digital, the intelligence grew, and now we call it AI, artificial intelligence. So we are asking the question, and then we are challenging that what is existing today. So even AI will be challenged. Maybe we'll have something else coming up, we don't know. But this what is something that is to be explored, isn't it? So this is reminding us of the truth that the truth is not static, and it keeps unfolding. The awareness keeps growing. So the divine is not an object to be owned, but a mystery to be explored. Yeah. So yat, the third syllable, means that which. Yat refers to that which cannot be fully grasped. We are also making an attempt in the last few vlogs. That's what we have been trying to do, isn't it? So contemporary insight will be that we experience love, fear, silence, grief, all the time, but we struggle to explain it. It's not that easy to explain. We call it subjective matter and objective matters, and subjective matters are very difficult for us to explain, yeah, or clearly set the limits on. Yet acknowledge it that there is something beyond language. So it's not that we have a lack of language, lack of understanding of the vocabulary set or something. It's beyond data. It's beyond logic. Certain things are beyond logic and data. Yes. In a world that is obsessed with definition and metrics, yet teaches us humility. Yeah. So that's the point of yet. Yet that is the most subtle, and not this and not that explained. It's just that. It's just that. It could be that, or it could be that. Yeah. So we point to certain things because we're unable to define, and that's the non-graspability of some of the subjective challenges that we face, and that's the yat. Yeah. So to look at that as well. Yeah. That. Tat is the most subtle. So not this and not that. Yeah. So we mixed up both. I mixed up both, but it's very close. Yeah. So in modern day relevance, we understand that, our words fail, our opinions clash, and even when ideologies collapse, it's that remains. Because it is the reality behind every belief system, every scientific law, every human experience has a reality behind it, and that is the that. Yeah, that's the syllable that. So that was so complex. I don't know how I stop using that, but yeah. If to summarize, ka or who, kim or what, yat, that is that which, tat or that, all four. Yeah. Why are these not names yet called names? So here lies the brilliance of the Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. There is names, but these are not descriptive names like Rama, Krishna or so. They are pointers, isn't it? So it's pointing to something. Just like the way our fingers point to the moon, I suppose. Yat, kim, tat, ka, all these point to the truth, but not trap it. Yeah, so it's pointing towards a truth. It's pointing something beyond, pointing towards something beyond. So the Lord is named not to be confined into something, but to liberate the seeker from any rigid thinking. So the moment we are coming to a point and saying this is the definition of what we are working on or what we believe, these words, syllables, actually will point to maybe there is something more to it, so we need to grow out of that pool that we are trying to get into. Yes. So practical takeaways for our daily life will be embrace questioning. Yeah. So growth begins with the who, ka. Stay curious. Avoid absolute conclusions. That is kim. Yeah. What? Third point, accept mystery. So not everything needs an explanation. Yet that which. Rest in awareness. So when confused, simply observe that. Tat. So that's the understanding or the complexity. Maybe it is complex because we have made our world complex with a want for objective reasoning all the time. But we also are aware that there are subjective elements that are, intermingled. So if we have to give equal space for both to thrive, it's important that these questions or syllables are used frequently. So in an age of instant answers, these names actually remind us that wisdom lies in the conscious inquiry. Yeah. So the Lord is not only worshipped through rituals, but also through honest questioning. When inquiry becomes relevance, every question becomes a prayer. With that, I come to a close of this session. I hope you found this very interesting. What are the questions you have in mind? Put that in the comments. Until we meet in the next session, stay blessed, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay motivated. Thank you. Bye-bye.